What is up, guys? Welcome back and welcome in. I'm Smash, and today we're back at it again with another episode of Sky Bees 2. So, in the last episode, we finally said that we were going to redo the base design. You may see it in the mini-map, but we have officially redone the base design, and I just want to show you guys real quick. This is it. So we have what looks to be like a honeycomb is what I was kind of going for here. So basically it's just a wood honeycomb and everything is actually 2 layers thick. There's cobble underneath everything. So we won't be falling through accidentally or anything like that. But I've gone ahead and set up most of the things. I've moved all of our storage over here. Also, I moved the mob farm that we set up in the last episode. I moved it over to here. All of the drops being sorted. Uh, we also have a compacting drawer now for the cobblestone. And the only thing that I actually did was upgrade our cobblegen to tier 4. I noticed we should have done it a few episodes ago, but we just haven't yet. You're going to see there's some stuff still floating in the air. That's where the ground used to be. But what I did was I made it level with the bedrock that we spawned in with when we spawned the world, because I believe we're going to be needing it soon, and I want it to be readily available for us. We don't have to dig down and break our things. This Tinker Smelter is a little bit expanded. I also put in the seared glass instead. We'll get to this in a moment. And over here, we added more of the spectral relays for our celestial altar, so it'll be nice and ready to go. This is where I want to put our bees. These are apiaries, or will be. However, we haven't unlocked them yet. We actually will need Nether Star, which will be, as you can see, wither honeycombs. Is actually the first step of this episode, so that should be a thing for us here. Let's go ahead and look at our mob farm because I did also move some stuff around there. It's kind of loud, but what I did was my absorption hopper is now going into a modular router. Modular routers are relatively easy to make, and they work really well. So modulars, just some iron, paper, redstone, gold, and inside you have sender modules. So you have one sender module that doesn't allow helmets, chest plates, leggings, boots, things of that nature. And we could actually show it to you here, but it's not working very fast. You can see this one is sending it everything blacklisting, so everything except that. So it is doing it, but it actually kind of looks like it can't quite keep up. So that's interesting, but we will have to just kind of see what to do with that here in a little bit. But for now, it works pretty well. So we'll leave it how it is. And I notice I still have one more head, so let's go ahead and throw that away. And we'll just empty out into our drawer real quick. But that's working. It's doing our thing. And you can see we're very spread out right now, but that is kind of intentional because the mob farm is pretty loud. But yeah, so the goal of this episode is actually to get nether stars, I believe. So that's what we will do. First is try to get nether stars for the apiary. Should I get a stick drawer? Let's get a stick drawer. Screw it. And also a carrot drawer, because sticks and carrots, we have a lot of them. One, two, let's try stick. There we go. Dink, 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 dink. And now I should be able to actually just put them all back in, and now this should have 4 and 5 sticks in it. Correct. Now carrots are just going back in the system, and they're not actually that difficult, or there's not a lot of them, so that's fine. And then we have a regular old just stuff over here. And you can see that our bees are not set up either. You have all of our nectar blocks. Somewhere we have all of our bees. Yeah, they're all right here. So we have a bunch of bees around. They were not quite using. So they're around, and I have 3 of these chests now instead of just 1. And bam, yeah, cool. So, goal of this episode is to get the wither to spawn and hopefully have wither honeycombs. So, this is kind of the path that I was looking at, the way to make them. is a wither skeleton bee spawn egg will make the wither skeleton, which then we can make into the wither bee. Just like this, the wither bee will produce the actual nether stars in the centrifuge. However, we can also just get it by killing the wither, which is probably what we'll do in this episode, because in order to get the wither bee, we need to look here. Bee flowers, wither bee, nectar block. It's actually going to require 2 nether star blocks and 2 wither roses. Wither roses, I believe, are a drop from the wither. So in this episode, we just want to get wither skeleton skulls and other things like that in order to get this. So what I think we're going to do is actually, just to kind of expedite this so that we can get our bees back up and running without having to do the craziness that we were before, I think what we're going to do is actually just try to go into the nether right now. Maybe with some diamond armor or something of that nature. Let's go ahead and look here. So, diamond armor, and I think this should be fine if we just literally have diamond armor and nothing else. 1, 2, like that. There's helmets and boots. There we go. Alright, so. Doop. And we have our cleaver here. I do have severing 2 on it. I was trying to see if we could get more severing. It does look like it will actually need more necrotic bones, which are dropped from wither skeletons, so we won't be able to put more of that on there. We only have 2 upgrades left, so I think that this is going to have to do. So what we'll do is just come here and pull up into the nether. Where do we want to put our nether portal for now? I think we'll move it later, but for now, I'm just going to put it all the way in this corner here. So I think we'll put it down, actually, so I can just kind of walk in there. Just like this. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And there we go. And we just need to get some flint and steel. If we even have flint, I think we will have to use the gravel in order to get more flint, but that's fine. We could do it. So, flint and steel. What the heck? There we go. And flint, gravel. There we go. And it is just iron. That's good. Cool. Let's go ahead and go into the nether, and hopefully we can be right on a nether fortress. Not actually sure if that's how that works. You know what, also? Just so we don't kind of fall off the edge accidentally, we'll go like this, just so we can. Ooh, real quick. Let me grab my jetpack, just in case we need to go find another fortress. Of course, it's not in there. It's going to be in here. We're going to need to charge it all the way up real quick. And there we go. Just like that. One little pause later, and we got it. All right, let's go take a couple stacks of this. I'm going to go sleep in bed real quick, just because I don't know if our new base is completely spawn-proof. And I don't really want to find out the hard way coming back from the nether. So, let's just go for it and see what we can find. So I come in, and it looks like it's a skyblock? Really? We don't have that? How do we get wither skeleton skulls then? Severing. Weird. It's not this because we can't get there. Wither skeleton honeycombs. Comes from the bee. And that comes from a wither skeleton. Alright, well, let's go ahead and look, because clearly we're not going to be able to get it there with the wither. I don't believe so, but maybe we will. We're going to figure this out. We'll be right back. Alright, so when you open up your mini-map, you can actually see some nether fortresses. So what I did was I just put a waypoint down there. And now we can see that it should be over here. Luckily, we have a lot of blazes spawning. However, we should be just fine there. So, I believe we should be able to... Oh my gosh! To not die. Luckily we have a lot of extra hearts, but for sure we will need to eat. And hopefully we just get a lot of these things. Wow, the wither! Well, we're gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe we'll need a... something, but I will definitely need to make another jetpack to get up here, I think. And we're back. Alright, so I got... another jetpack made, another set of diamond armor made. We got all our tools back. One thing that I plan on doing this time is dropping down on them rather than flying to them, right? So, like, instead of... I'm just gonna snipe this guy out of the air. Kind of like this. And then we can just go right back up. Back over to the safe zone. Ooh! And you can see we got our hearts back. So we can go ahead and eat again. We're getting shot at. And I think that's how we're going to kind of play this game. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I could shoot some things. Oh my gosh. Like, that was insane, though. So we're going to wait for all of our hearts to get back. Also, how are you hitting me? Jeez, babe. So this is not a fun place to be, for sure. But we'll get at least 3-4 wither skulls. And hopefully we'll see you back at the base in one piece. Alright, guys. As you can see, that did not go well. I'm not the best at PvP, or I guess just anything to do with hitting things, but we have 3 jetpacks made. 1, 2, and the third one. Let's see, what else can I say? I got the wither skeleton skulls that we needed. However, I need to make sure that we actually got everything that we need, because the wither skeleton B is made with 4 fragments, which means we may need to make the B before we actually make the wither itself for the apiary, or we need to go back and get more. And I think that going back and getting more will be faster than this. To set up the apiary. But maybe we can just do like a small one, a tier 4 beehive. So, let me do some math here. With skeleton skulls, can I craft them down to fragments? Can I do anything to fragments? Where's the fragment? There it is. How do I make it? Okay, so this is the wither skeleton bee. That requires 2. Then we're going to need 2 more. No. We need 1 more there. I think we're good. We can go ahead and make it all. We are going to need the beehive. So I'll tell you guys what. We're going to go ahead, set up the beehive in just one of these things. We're not going to do the automatic beehive or anything like that. So it will be a little bit of a slower process for me, but obviously you guys won't have to watch it. So it should be fine. I'll set up one of these things for tier 4 beehive with the sole purpose of getting nether stars for apiary. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do some breeding of bees and water bees, making slimy bees to do all of these things. And what I think that we'll be back at is simply running over making skeleton bees and having the skeleton bee run over wither skull bee, because we don't need the skeleton bee right now to get the wither skeleton bee spawn egg, and then we'll let the wither skeleton bee spawn egg, the wither skeleton bee work for a little while to get as many wither honeycombs as possible, because those give us wither skeleton skulls. So we'll do that, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So just a quick little update. We finally got our skeleton bees. Skeleton bee nectar block was 2 slimy honeycombs and 2 bone blocks. We got the slimy honeycombs with our slimy bees, and in order to get the slimy bees, we had to do the water honeycomb blocks. So we're on the second set of these now, but we are moving along pretty nicely, I suppose. It is taking a little bit too long for my liking. It's a little bit tedious to just wait for this. We have been working towards our apiary build, but yeah. So as soon as this thing's done pollinating, I just place the next one down, and then it seems that they cycle pretty well. That is my thing. Also, I had to move our beehive in one when it was up against the wall. For some reason, the slimy bees did not want to go in there, no matter what. Moved it forward one and closed off behind it, and they went in right away. So if that's a problem you guys have with your bees, I think we were having that problem when we were talking about the transmutations, where we were trying to get the marble bees to fly over rock crystals, or to make rock crystals, and when we were trying to do that, that was our problem, I believe, was that they were in the wall. For some reason, they didn't want to go in there. But it looks like we're fine now. Now, this is the thing. Yeah, see, so sometimes when they aren't doing it properly... Did it go in? Okay, it was done pollinating. That's good then. But if they're not done pollinating, sometimes they'll get pushed off the blocks. They have to restart it. So you do really want to time that well, I do suppose. But nonetheless, once we get this... Actually, let me wait for a bee to do it, and I'll actually show you guys how we have been doing the transmutation. So we'll just go ahead and do that. It is... Oh, wait, we can't, because we actually need the... Ooh, wait, no, I can. I can. Okay, I need to just go like this. And then, as soon as this one's done pollinating, I can pick it up before it goes in. And just drop it right on top of that wither skeleton skull. It'll turn into a spawn egg. Come on, baby. Doop and doop. Oops. That one. Come on. Oh, did it not work? It didn't work. So they have to be pollinated. But that's fine. So we can do that. But anyway, once it's done pollinating, which hopefully is soon here, we do want to really show you that, guys, this working. And we haven't seen it in a while since we did it with the marble bees a few episodes back. So I would like to do this. And of course, that one didn't let me. All right. We'll get it this time. Why did it... You can see it kind of goes upwards and then does it. Just watching bees spin in circles, everybody. What's better than this? Come on. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll be back. Alright. And I couldn't really show you guys, but there's our wither skeleton bee spawn egg. And you can just place it down, and we have our wither skeleton bee right there. So, we're at 3 out of 5 on our skeleton bees, and then they should be dropping us enough skeleton bee honey blocks, or honeycombs, in order for us to go ahead and get the final wither skeleton bee nectar block, which we do have the Wither Skelly skulls. So we have enough of them, which is perfect. We just need to fill it up with skeleton honeycomb blocks. And then we'll be able to turn these into, or at least one of these, into an apiary here shortly. Once we kill the Wither. So, we'll be back once we have our Wither skeleton skulls in here producing combs to centrifuge into Wither skeleton skulls. We'll be right back, guys. And just like that, we have our Wither skeleton bee nectar block and the bee. Awesome. Cool. Finally, that took probably roughly an hour to do all of the, between all of these, like the slimy bee and everything like that, all the way up to this wither skeleton bee, took us about an hour. So now, all we have to do is wait for it to fill this tier 4 beehive up. We just have to centrifuge it out. Now, one thing that I'm actually kind of thinking about is since we only have one of these wither skeleton bees, and its outcome produces our wither skeleton comb, each one produces the skull. We don't actually need anything other than really like an earlier tier beehive, like a tier 2 maybe? Because the tier 2 will hold less, therefore, it only holds 8 honeycombs instead of 20, so that means we'll have to wait less than half the time. And that to me sounds freaking awesome. So we are going to do that just to make it go by a little bit faster because we don't really need 20 honeycombs yet. We're just trying to set up the apiaries, then we'll let this stuff run and run and run once we have the few nether stars that we actually need. So that's what we need right now. So we'll go and let that run. We'll get our eight, I believe that is, honeycombs worth of with skeleton skulls, so that will happen. And maybe we'll let it run once or twice, but really, we'll be back as soon as we're ready to go kill the Wither, I think. We don't have soul sand, so I think we will have to make some. Real quick, let's see if that's a task in and of itself. I kind of forget. I think we were using the nether wart block. I think that's going to be the easiest, is the nether wart block. Yeah, so we just come over here, and that is exactly what I'm pretty sure we've been doing. We're going to need like a couple stacks worth, I guess. Turn them into nether wart blocks. We'll also need the linking tool. We're going back to the beginnings over here. 28 of them. Nether wart. There you go. Doop. There's 35 of them. Linking tool. And we will grab this and link it to here. Dink. Oops, wait. Dink and dink. There we go. Now it's going to turn these all into soul sand just like that, and we'll just kind of continue doing that for a little while until we have it all. Alright guys, call me crazy, but this is how we are building a wither-proof, and I know it's not wither-proof, but I think it will be close enough to get the job done for our first wither kill. It's a multi-layered box that I no longer have access into. And now we have access back into it. I had to cut a hole there, but we did it. Alright, so I am literally just boxing myself in to this little cubby hole with some torches over here. And what we're going to do is go 1, 2, 3. 1. I actually don't think that order matters here, so I think we can actually place this soul sand last. I could be wrong, but I think that that's how that works. So, once I do this, I might have just messed up. Guys, I just put myself in a box with no way out, except literally the wither that I don't even think I can place. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Guys, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, do not ever make this mistake. This is the only option for me, is to wait 250 seconds per pieces of obsidian, which I need to break 2 pieces of obsidian. 250 seconds is 500 seconds, which is almost 6 minutes of my life that I now have to sit here and break obsidian because I put away a pickaxe that would literally take me about 1/5 the time to make if I lost it. Don't do what I do. We're back. So I re-boxed myself in, but I put a stone slab down, and now it does look like you actually have to place down the skull, which hopefully... Oh, it broke out, didn't it? It broke out. It totally broke out. Oh god, our base is gonna get fucking demolished. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Please don't destroy my base. Now I'm at 2 hearts. I'm literally dead. Again. You're I have 3 jetpacks. Alright, guys. We are back. It has been a few days. You watched me die to the wither. We have since fixed it. We're about to go fight the wither again. However, I have to tell you that 2 days, maybe even 3 days now, have gone by, and about 6 hours of playtime, because the only way... I guess I could start off by saying that there's actually 2 ways to do this, and I'm starting to think that the way I'm doing it is actually the slow way. However, I was too far gone by the time we were there. So here's what we are going to do. We have witherproof blocks in this game. That took netherite. Netherite comes from netherite scraps, which, as you guys can probably tell, comes from ancient debris, which comes from ancient honeycombs, which came from ancient bees. Ancient bees are easy to get. It's just a nether bee and an obsidian bee together. And the nectar block was obsidian honeycomb block and nether honeycomb block. That was pretty simple. We just had to actually make the nether bee nectar block and start doing it. So we did all this stuff. Okay, we have a bunch of ancient bees, and they're all working. We have actually 6 of them, and we needed an astronomical amount of ancient honeycombs to build this structure. It took us 3 days. between the obsidian needed, the smelting, plus it's only a 50% drop for ancient debris. We need 4 ancient debris per piece of netherite. I mean, it really was just a lot. It doesn't even look like a lot. I'm telling you, it was awful. So we're actually, I did test this. There is a way to trap our little friend in here. And it has to do with this second witherproof block right here. So if you're familiar with the way that you trap the wither in the end underneath the end portal, that's exactly what we're doing, but with witherproof blocks. Now, it's a little bit different because I need to grab a pickaxe because otherwise we're going to get stuck in here like we did that last time. And I am not doing that again. But let me just make sure we do have all 4 pieces of gear. We do. Perfect. Come on. Alright, now that we're up here, we're going to go ahead and take this thing off. Now the reason I'm in the air right here is because basically the witherproof blocks will allow blasts to happen on the outside of them. And so we don't want to die from that. Or we don't want to lose our base from that. Oh, crap. Did I just mess up? No, I didn't. Alright, we're perfect. I actually did make 1 extra, apparently. And I'm glad because you'll see you don't get that back. So if you guys break the block, you don't get it back. Now, here's what we need to do is this is above this block right here, and I guess I don't want to show you, but is that block. Okay, so wherever you place its tail will be where it is, and then finally, what we'll need to do is, you can see we need to eat, and the reason we need to eat is I'm going to use a golden apple while this thing's spawning. So I'm going to place this, then place down my witherproof block, and then eat my apple while we're waiting for it to spawn. Ready, set, oh, first, whoop, there we go. Doop, alright, place down my block, eat my apple, and then I just need to hit this as soon as everything's happening. Now you will take some damage, but you will only take damage whenever it is in its charging state. And you can see we're just going to use the cleaver like we do. This is where I'm going to take damage. I'm not going to die though. Okay, but I'm going to take some damage. And you just need to make sure that you can kill the wither before you lose your 2 stacks of hearts. Ah! You can't do anything while it's here. 80, 70, 60, 50. Alright, and it's going to heal a little bit. I should still live, and maybe we'll be able to kill it in this round. Oh no! I might die again. Please, no. No, I'm going to die. Yep. Dang it. I'm so close, guys. I did this in a creative world, and it worked. However, it's still going to be stuck. And these guys are going to kill me just in themselves. Whee! Where is he? These are the little spawns of them. Alright, so you can actually see the wither. Looks like it's actually getting stronger again. Not super awesome. However, I should, in theory, be able to do this. So, First off, let me get some food. Let's get bread. Alright. Let me go ahead and get this set up again, and then we will do it real quick. I meant to click record, and I accidentally clicked end recording. Oh my gosh. Oh well, guys. Alright, well, we got our first nether star. Albeit a crappy way. What I found, real quick for you, if you do want to do it my way, and my way is the bad way, next episode we're going to be kind of setting up the long way to do it. But what I'm doing is just building a 4x3, 2-high block. You put the wither inside, and I actually had to remake a new cleaver. You could see it has Smite 3 on it. The Smite 3 gave us an extra bit of attack damage. And we'll go back to my old one over here. Let's see if my cleaver's in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so basically, we had this one that just has severing on it that we were using for Wither Skeleton Skulls. 12.2. This one's 13.3. But also Smite will help you beat the Wither Skeleton, or the Wither itself. So I really wish I would have recorded that. And we are going to have to beat 18 of these things. And that is what I will be doing next episode. Is not this way. Because this way is awful. Albeit possible, the wither gets harder every single time that you do it. Making it not an enjoyable thing for any of us. So we are going to be building a wither builder. And just to kind of show you what a wither builder is. Wither builder. It does require another star. It requires supreme machine frames, which is ether gas, which purple lens. Nether stars, plastic, which we're going to have to get into. Latex processing machines. But also the advanced machine frame, which requires netherite, pink slime, simple machine frames, latex. Pity, which will require us to get into pneumatic craft, waxed, which is steel, and steel, yeah. In other words, guys, it was a long process, a lot of recording. This process was just get ancient bees and wait a really long time. And that's what I decided to do so that I could get done with this episode. And of course, the actual killing of the wither part, we messed up on. Originally, I was going to try to do the quartz duping. This takes a minute per piece of quartz. We're going to have to figure out how to get quartz bees, because that's ridiculous. But when I look up quartz bees, there isn't one. Bee breeding, quartz. And there's no bee DNA either, so I'm not quite sure. We'll have to figure that out, but alas, we will. Another quartz, block of quartz. Oh, there's a spawn egg. There we go. A nether bee over a block of quartz. Oh, that's easy enough. We'll probably do that for the next episode. What am I going to use this nether star on, though? I am going to use it on an apiary for next episode, and that will be the start of the episode. Getting our apiaries back online. We'll probably turn one of these online, and maybe I might actually kill 3 withers total while I'm off, just so we can have these 3 running, because an apiary holds 9 unique bees. That's 27 bees. I'm not sure how many types we have, but I'm assuming we have less than 27. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17 right now. So they will definitely all fit in here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to kill these, but that will have to wait until next episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was probably a funny one to watch. I am going to watch it back because it's been 3 days in recording. So if you did make it all the way to the end, and I hope you really did, because this one was a struggle for me. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you did, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider subscribing. Leave a like, comment down below if you thought it was funny, or if you just think I'm dumb. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah.